Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Surprise to everyone who doesn't already follow me on Instagram, but I got my haircut. This was kind of meant to be a haircut surprise video almost, because I didn't tell absolutely anyone about it, so I thought it was going to be fun to video it. And I woke up in the morning and I did this like sappy kind of goodbye hair vlog. And why my long hair was so important to me, because I've had long hair all my life. So today is the day, and it almost sounds like I'm doing something crazy when I say that, but realistically I'm getting all of my hair cut off today. Like my hair, and I was gonna cut all that off. Then I literally filmed 0% of my haircut. That's actually harder than you think.
Yeah, there's a lot of hair to cut through.
Oh no.
And now you can't blame me if you hate it because you did it to yourself. No. That happened.
Oh my god. It feels really gross.
Yeah.
It kind of feels like, oh my god. So this is literally me trying to do a reveal. I don't even know if you can see that. The sliding there. What? My hair used to be so long! And then very awkwardly tried to video my friend's reaction. which didn't really work.
Hi.
What do you want me to say? Hi. Is that good?
Yeah, that was so good.
You very soon into my face,
I was in the process of doing it, but I stopped.
You're a very bad cameraman. Do you like it? Holy. When did you do that? On Wednesday.
So I'll just move forward.
Sorry, dude. My hair's so sore too. Yeah, so I didn't really know what to do for this video this week, but I know a lot of my subscribers are here for my Japan videos, and unfortunately I just don't have the money to go back to Japan. And considering it's been quite a while since I've gotten back from Japan, it kind of just flew by. I thought I would just go back through my phone, look at some photos, and talk about my Japan high school experience. I think one of the hardest things about my exchange is that my program that I went through did not let me connect with any other exchange students, and they really kind of forced me to limit my time to speak to anyone who speaks English or anyone at home. And I understand that to like involve yourself more in where you are and who you're with and to learn the language. But so when I saw like other friends in Japan, other areas of Japan, not Tokyo, they had a lot of support system, and just by knowing these other exchange students and having these other exchange students in your school and being friends with them and going out with them, they're going through the same thing as you, and it's so nice to learn Japanese with them, exchange what you've both learned and exchange your experiences and have more experiences, and you know, have that person, I guess, to lean on who is not from the company and just kind of forces you to do this and this. I was very jealous of other exchange students that I followed who had a lot of exchange student friends, and as much as I tried to contact people and ask like my program, hey, I know there's a bunch of new exchange students coming to Tokyo, can I get in contact with them? I think that was one of the hardest parts. I feel like if I had that support system and friends to talk to and do things with, I think I would have made Japanese friends and connections in Japan with Japanese people a lot easier. So this started in 2017 when I'd been thinking about it for a year or so to go on exchange, and I literally just searched up so many different exchange programs on my laptop and then contacted them and then chose which one I thought was best for me. And I did kind of apply quite late. I nearly missed the deadline for it. So I didn't get any early bird discount or anything like that, but if you are, that's a good idea. I didn't know what to do because I really didn't know what I was doing after school, and the sound of that, of completely learning a different language and like involving myself and immersing myself into a completely different culture for so long, it sounded so exciting. Even though I knew it was going to be hard, I wanted to challenge myself with that. And that's kind of what I decided to do after school. And I know I had that chance of not being accepted, but I was willing to take that chance because I definitely wanted to graduate before I left. Hey, looking at this. So I scrolled all the way up to the top on where I left Japan, and I just have so many photos of Jacob and I. If you don't know, Jacob's my boyfriend. We've been together for 5 years, and I think leaving him was the hardest part of my whole exchange. And just every time I look at this, it just makes me want to cry. I think the best part of my exchange was my orientation. Though it was kind of strict, I guess. Again, I had all those exchange student friends and we were all hyped up for this, and going to the new country, it was March 2018, and Sakura looked like amazing, and I've always wanted to see the Sakura. It was so nice meeting these people from all around the world that had the same interests in me. Orientation was definitely super fun. We learned a lot, I guess, in those 3 days, and understood a lot, and I guess I kind of miss those people because I like-minded people. And like, to do this, I guess I'm a very nervous person and anxious person, and everyone who could just do this with so much confidence gave me more confidence. I love those people. It's crazy. My first photo after orientation was this one. I remember this one. This one was nearly April, and I was just sitting at my host family's desk studying Japanese. I feel like I was so nervous to do anything around my host family when we were just spending time in the house that I would just study, because I felt like if I studied more, I wouldn't be nervous and I would be able to communicate and do stuff with them. Honestly, I kind of ended up isolating myself a little, which is kind of sad. As much as I was trying to try, I feel like I was doing the wrong thing. I'm sorry if in the next shot I am in a different spot or different part of the story, because my camera now decides to go at low battery. So yeah. Hi, I'm back. So when I went through the orientation, we did Japanese lessons, so don't be like super afraid when you get to the lessons and you're like, holy moly, we need to know all this stuff and I don't know this stuff, because I think 4 months in, I was like still super stressed that I didn't know Japanese. When I looked back at the notes that I took in orientation, I'm like, how did I not know this? Like, I literally could not live without that there. So I mean, you learn very quickly, even though it doesn't feel like you do, but don't stress yourself out. I know being, I've always been a vegetarian, I'm partially intolerant to animal protein and dairy. I've been a vegetarian all my life, and it was really hard going from my diet to eating meat and dairy constantly, and I didn't really have a choice with that matter. I had to, you know, eat what they provided me. The program wouldn't let me have a certain diet. So that was really hard. I think that was the hardest thing, especially changing in that diet, and that I am partially tolerant to that I gained a lot of weight. I gained it really quickly. I gained about 10 kilos, and I've also lost 10 kilos since I've been back. So that was crazy to realize that, and I didn't notice it at the time. I noticed that, and it made me very unhappy that I was constantly eating, and what I was eating I didn't like. But you do what you gotta do. It was It's kind of crazy looking back on this, I guess. Oh my god, this was my first day at school. I was so nervous. I took photos of my feet to remember it. Picture of my school. I think I have pictures somewhere. Yeah, that was my first day of school. My skirt is super long. No one actually wore it that long, but obviously I went to public school, so obviously no one actually wore it that long, but you're supposed to. And I think it was a size way too big, so it's just even longer. But my first traditional dance class, and the time that I happened to do that class was all through summer, which is probably the worst time to do it because you sweat so much because you're in that yukata and it's obviously just boiling and you're trying to dance as well. This was a picture of my first day going out with friends, which was very nerve-wracking. Luckily, Satsuki spoke really good English. Yuka speaks good English, and Haruka was there as well. It was fun. I didn't really know what I was doing. We went and saw the movies. The movies that was cool. It was different. We saw Titanic. They loved Titanic. And funny enough, I had never seen Titanic before, so I mean, that was fun. And we also went to IKEA for lunch. Oh my god, taiyaki, holy grail. That's honestly probably why I gained 10 kilos, because I ate inari sushi and taiyaki all the time. Oh, and because sometimes I couldn't do things with friends and all with host families, I would always just go out and eat because there was nothing else I really knew what to do. Some photos of my first host family with Sakura and Yuna. Those were my host sisters. I'd usually bike ride everywhere, although the train ride to school was my first host family was just a bus. No, bus and a train. The bus went for an hour and the train went for like half an hour or something like that, and I also had to walk to school from the train. It's so surreal looking back on this. We went on a holiday to Karuizawa with my first host family. It was interesting. We went and played like sports and walked around and went and looked at parks and old museums and things like that. That was fun because it was super cold there, which it wasn't cold in Tokyo at the time, and it was also very countryside, which is where I really wanted to go in Japan. Here I went to Asakusa. It's a very popular place, but there are so many clubs in school, and one of them is literally, I forgot what it is in Japanese, but it literally translates to the going out club. You literally just go out places together and teachers organize it, and so do the students, and they all go out as a huge group to go do things, which was fun. One of the girls, her name is Ari, she wanted to keep hanging out with me afterwards, and we went to Shibuya and got some fruit on a stick. That's always nice. Kitsune udon is like the best, honestly. So I went to choir festival. Most schools all have choir festivals. Each class, not just grade, each class does their own song and they stay morning and night. That was fun to practice a choir song, and then they rent out a huge hall and they do a choir competition, and a couple of judges. I think we came second in our grade because they do like first, second, third in the grades, grade 12, 11 and 10, and then they do first, second, third for overall, and I think we came second in our grade, which was fun. And then after that we went and celebrated with okonomiyaki, which is not my favorite, but Beagle's personal choice, but I mean it's a fun Japanese experience. Wow, disgusting there. This is a video of my performance. my class's performance. That was fun, I guess, really seeing how the Japanese celebrate and do their own thing with friends and classmates. I feel like a lot of people are like, what was your highlight of Japan? I really don't know because there's so much to remember. My brain like over fried. There's some photos of me doing a Japanese dance. I like to, because I was in Tokyo and surrounded by a lot of buildings, I love to always go to the huge parks. I would get on my bike, but no one was at home or anything, and I would just go and spend my afternoon in the huge parks. The trees were massive and they'd blow in the wind, and it was so nice. I guess it was just different to what I was having every day and kind of reminded me of home. When blueberry picking, it was fun, first time blueberry picking. This is where I did the video for Blank Space with Satsuki and I. We were learning it for one of our gigs. Hey, so this video is getting a bit long. I'm currently editing it, and I'm also finding a lot more video clips that I can put in here as well. I just did go for a long time, and it was so fun looking back at all the photos and memories, but this will be part 1, and I will put out a part 2 soon. So comment down below on what you'd like to see from me on my channel. Don't forget to subscribe because that would really help me out. Click the like button if you liked this video. And I will see you in my next video.